The movie Shrek certainly captured and captivated the imagination of so many people across the globe. Millions of people, I have no doubt, watched this movie. So much so that I believe that they even have a Shrek number 5, which shows you how popular it was. Now, the interesting thing is, one of the main characters we know was the talking donkey. And this movie was hugely popular, and this was one of the reasons that people loved it. They loved this character of the talking donkey. But the interesting thing is, when you go to the original talking donkey in history, and of course I'm referring to the second parasha of our double portion this week of Chukat and Balak, where Bilam sets out on a journey to go. He's hired to go and curse the Jewish people. He takes his trusted donkey and he makes his way there. Unfortunately, the donkey sees an angel with a sword drawn. Bilam doesn't see that at first, and he hits his donkey 3 times to get moving. The donkey then turns around and talks to Bilam. Now, as I said, in the movie, people loved and were so fascinated by this talking donkey. As I said, it captured the imagination of millions. But in the original story, it doesn't seem like Bilam reacts in a way that many of us would react if our donkey started to talk to us. Imagine your dog starts talking to you. You'd get your mobile phone out, you'd start reporting on social media, it would be on the news channel. But Bilam seems to just have a conversation, and it's just like dialoguing with just another person. Very, very strange. Surely he would have reacted with being mesmerized that here his donkey is talking. But I think there's a very important message what was occurring with Bilam, and as I said, of course, things which could be relevant and practical in our lives, as we can sometimes fall trapped to what Bilam fell trapped to in this story itself. Firstly, Bilam was so fixated and caught up in the mission at hand. He was so dedicated to wanting to curse the Jewish people and perhaps to earn the money that he forgot about everything that was happening around him. He got so caught up in the mission that almost the rest of the world didn't exist around him. And perhaps that's one of the reasons why he didn't even notice the angel, because he was so caught up in his mind with what he was planning to do that he didn't even notice the angel, where the donkey itself did. And when the donkey starts to talk to him, again, because he was so mesmerized in his mind or so fixated by the job at hand, it didn't even shock him when the donkey was talking to him. And how relevant is this at times in our lives when we get so caught up with the things around us? It might be that we're responding to an email or spending time on our mobile phones, that we don't even notice what's happening around us. We might be ignoring our child asking us to do something. We might be ignoring a spouse. And so we can also fall trap that if a donkey starts to talk to us, we might not even be shocked because we don't even notice it. We might not even see an angel standing in front of us because, as I said, we are so captivated by a job that we're doing, perhaps running after some more money, perhaps, as I said, responding on a phone. We need to take time out. We need to remember that there's so many beautiful gifts around us, but we often ignore them because of that symptom that Bilam fell trapped to. And so if we could all sort of take a moment, we're all running on this busy treadmill of life, or this hamster wheel, if you like. And as I said, at times we ignore the important and beautiful things around us. Take a moment to appreciate a sunset, to appreciate a sunrise, to appreciate a beautiful tree or a flower, to talk to your children with being more mindful with them. And hopefully if we do that, of course, we'll start to appreciate and be more grateful to the world that exists around us. Right now with coronavirus, it's certainly, again, put on the blinkers that that's all we're seeing. We're not seeing everything else that is happening around us, perhaps. And so Bilam's message is certainly one for our times. Wake up. Notice things around you, and of course, if a donkey starts to talk to you, if there's an angel in front of you, hopefully you will notice it. Wishing you and yours a Shabbat Shalom and a wonderful weekend ahead.